yearning, we long for Eden again. And you know why we long for Eden again? Because in Eden, my friends, we had glory. In Eden, no sin, no beef, no damage with God. We had glory. We knew who we were because we trusted in what God said. But since the fall of man, we have become inglorious bastards. We do not know who we are. And so we seek football teams, so we seek models, so we seek shows, we seek our cars and clothes and how we dress and how we walk and how we talk and how we manage things to find our glory. Hugh Hefner, I'm sure all the men know who Hugh Hefner is. He finds glory in all the Playboy bunnies he has slept with. And even strippers find glory in how many men they can overpower with their beauty. Everyone's looking for glory. Even the thugs, we find glory. We find glory in how many people fear us and how much drugs we can push. Even crime is based on glory. How notorious are we? It is all based on glory, everything we do, to find our worth, to be famous. Some of us base our glory on how many friends you have. So we have this insatiable desire for glory. And the search for the real you, in my understanding, is actually an invitation to know God. I've preached on it before. If this world cannot fill you, cannot satisfy you, after all your attempts and after all your futile exercises, nothing can fill you, then maybe you weren't meant for this world. Maybe there is someone else that you need to meet. I want to go back to Adam and Eve really quick, about Eve in particular. You know, when Eve was made, she had glory. But see, what did man do with that glory? Because, see, woman's glory comes in her beauty. And so when Adam saw Eve, he sang because she was so beautiful. But nowadays, there's a research that says that before the age of 30, more than 1 out of 4 women are sexually harassed, molested, or raped. 1 out of 4 or more women by the time they reach 30. And because of sin, because man is looking for glory in woman instead of God, we pervert women, we pervert money, we pervert things. Because we're looking for glory in things that never were intended to give us glory. Only God can give us glory. I shared last week about how we are hiding. And many of us are running around and hiding behind the things we can make. You notice that when Adam and Eve first sinned, they hid from each other, which we still do. Men and women still hide from each other. Women don't fart around men, right? Men don't want to admit that, you know, they're not that well endowed. Come on. We still hide from each other. And as we hide from each other, we hide behind materialism. Look at all the advertisements we watch, the commercials, the cars, the money. They all claim one thing to us all. I or this can fix you. If you buy me, I will fix you. If you wear me, you will have glory. If you spray this fragrance on top of your neck, you will have all the glory you need. And I know I'm reducing all that and I'm simplifying it in an elementary way, but I have to. What else is it? We all want to be fixed. Could we all lack glory? We are all inglorious in some form or manner. Where did this come from? Well, of course, we know that it's because we are separated from God. But that's a macro scale. On a micro scale, where does this inglorious feeling stem from? It's because most of us have failed in relationships. I have realized that I spent most of my life, as I turned 30, I have spent most of my life mending bad relationships through new ones. I failed with that friend. I guess it's irreparable. I must start again with this new friend, and this time I will do it better. Maybe you do it with girlfriends and boyfriends. Maybe you do it because you have a bad relationship with your mom or dad. I don't know. You can only receive glory, not from material things, but you can only receive true glory from a relationship. And you feel inglorious or unworthy because you have failed in relationships. And we have failed in the greatest relationship known to man. We have failed in our relationship with God. And this is why we feel so unworthy. Now, we not only hide from each other, we hide from ourselves. Do you guys realize that therapists have jobs because we don't know ourselves? Therapists have jobs because we don't know who the heck we are. So we lay on a couch and they ask us questions and we spit out answers that were hidden deep beneath our consciousness. They have jobs because we do not know who we are, because we get our glory from everything except God. You know, this past Labor Day, I played basketball with my younger brother and his friends and my old friends for the first time in 3 years. I was so happy to be playing basketball with all of them. But just when we're having fun, just when things start to get a little bit exciting, we're all competitive and we all want to win. And I made a call that I guess my brother felt was a wrong call. And he contested the call in a very disrespectful manner. And he knew he was disrespecting me in front of all my friends. And as I went home, I was like, we haven't played ball in 3 years. Why did you do that? In my head, I'm asking my brother. And I realized that I've made my brother feel so unworthy, so inglorious, that he's always trying to prove something to me, especially in front of our peers. Do you know what happens when you don't have your glory from God? You live every day trying to prove something to someone that hurt you. You will spend the rest of your days trying to prove something to the world, and they don't even care. And I wanted to tell my brother, I wanted to tell the people that want to prove something to me, I'm not God. And even God doesn't ask you to prove anything to him, because you can't. That's why he sent his son, because you had nothing to offer him. You know, many of us have used self-help books and formulas, plastic surgery perhaps, to fix yourself. I know a young lady who had plastic surgery. I'm not going to mention one part of the body, but you can use your imagination. And she really believed, because she was going through a midlife crisis, she was getting closer to 30, that getting some kind of plastic surgery would help her, would fix her. I got a call from her last week. She is emptier than ever. She can't prove anything with bigger this or smaller that. Your glory can't come from your sexiness, ladies. And men, your glory don't come from your muscles or your money. It comes from Christ. It comes from Christ. Sometime as a pastor, I find my glory in how many speaking engagements that I'm invited to. How many of you guys like me? And when you don't like me, I feel my glory seeping away like air coming out of a balloon. But I can't find my glory in that. I can't find my glory in what my rating is, like a president.